Welcome back to Rants and Reels. I'm Kyle, and I'm gonna go see a movie. I'm gonna go see Thor, Ragnarok. Gotta admit, I'm pretty excited for this one. I'm a big fan of Thor, the Thor comics, and the Thor movies. Enjoyed those a lot more than some other people have. Whether or not they're really good movies that's up for debate, but I enjoyed them. So I'm looking forward to this one, and I'm going to be back in a few minutes and tell you guys what I thought of it. So I'll see ya. Whew. Okay. Just got out of the theater. Just finished watching Thor Ragnarok, and that's a movie. It's a thing. Two minds. First, foremost, I'm just going to get it out of the way. I really loved it. And I had a terrific time as a fan. Now, there are other things that I'm going to need to get into, and I'm going to have to take myself out of the context of being a fan to discuss this critically, but that's not going to happen here. No, not after just seeing it. I'm a fan. It's going to be until I get to a computer and a keyboard, and I can think and process and pull things out, and then I can separate myself. Until then, I'm going to go ahead and drive home, and then I'll talk to you some more on the way, because it's time to go.
Now I know what you're thinking. How did this happen? Well, it's a long story.
Asgard is dead.
Hi there. What have you brought today? Tell me.
A contender.
It's main event time. And now, I give you your incredible...
Yes! We know each other. He's a friend from work.
Oh, come on.
If I was able to do that right, you guys just watched the trailer for Thor Ragnarok, or one of the trailers. If I didn't do that right, then, well, I'm probably just going to cut that part out, and no one will ever know. Unless I just leave it in, because I'm lazy editing. But that movie, So I wanted to show you guys the trailer. That's what I'm, at least going to try to do in post. See if that works out. What my intention there was is that trailer, that trailer gives a pretty good feel for what the movie is like in its entirety as a whole, which is a lot of fun. I mean, fun is kind of an understatement. I laughed really, really hard, and there are a lot of jump out of your seats and cheer moments. Not that critics ever we don't jump out of our seats and cheer. Are you kidding? Most of the time we're just happy that it's not terrible. We're so freaking jaded. We barely laugh, never clap. Hey, that's another story. The enjoyment factor for that movie is very much on par with how much I feel like I enjoyed the first Guardians of the Galaxy, and even the second Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, you're going to notice here, because I'm really just going to talk about how I enjoyed the movie, how I feel about it, things like that. Again, the Thor movies are my favorite of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because I'm a big fan of the Thor comics, the Thor character. Not that you guys don't care what I am and am not a fan of. I'm sorry, but I am. Now, the quality of those two movies, the first Thor movie and the Thor Dark World, that's questionable. That's up for debate. Although I do think they are better than most give them credit for. Although I enjoy them a lot more than they are good. Again, beside the point, I really loved this movie. It was very funny, extremely hilarious where it needed to be. It was funny at times where it didn't need to be. It was completely ridiculous a good portion of time, but that's okay, because Thor's a little ridiculous. It's kind of a ridiculous mythological story to be put into a comic book universe. They really embraced that, and I'm really glad they did, because if you're not looking for an immaculately put together story, and you're just looking for a very good time, this is going to do it. This is very much going to do it for you. In my full review that I'm going to sit down and write and post down in the video description, I'm going to get into some of the weaknesses of this film and some things that I don't really think worked, even though I liked them and enjoyed them. I don't think they worked cinemagraphically. They didn't work cinematically. Some things. I'm kind of looking at you, Jeff Goldblum. But everything else, Hulk really is a real standout. Valkyrie is an incredible character, and one that I am really hoping develops more. Loki is Loki. He's as charming as he's ever been. The reason he sticks around is because Tom Hiddleston is just fantastically charming, especially with this character. And I feel like Chris Hemsworth really got to break out of the static, bulky, kind of dumb Thor character. Even though he really wasn't. The perception is that Thor's a dumb character, but the character is not. He's clever. He's just from a different realm. So it's silly. It's silly for us. It really let him, step out. He's got some great. Hemsworth has some great comedic chops. He can be funny. I don't know if you knew that. You should, because he's been in a lot of funny movies. Okay, he's been in a few funny movies, and a few that were supposed to be funny, and we're not going to get into what's what. Not right now, anyway. Because we're talking about Thor and Heimdall. Idris Elba was a fantastic little addition to the story. And again, this is just let's stretch characters. Let's let characters kind of step out of normal roles. Except Loki. Loki didn't step out of a normal role. That was Loki's normal role. Loki's gonna Loki. But Idris Elba did some fantastic things with Heimdall, and that was a very, very fun character to watch and enjoy. And Cate Blanchett is, first, she is always a joy to just watch on screen. Not that has really anything to do with her being an extremely attractive person to look at. Really, this whole cast, like the full freaking cast, was ridiculously attractive. It's not fair. Most of us normal people, that's just not fair. We don't stand a chance. But Cate Blanchett was fantastic. She really embodied this character and seemed to have a lot of fun with some of the really evil aspects, the very malevolent aspects of this character. I really enjoyed seeing her go in that direction, seeing her play that really dark character that actually she kicked a lot of ass. Everybody really just kicked a whole lot of ass. One of the most enjoyable moments in this film was seeing Valkyrie in action. I think everybody just had a huge grin on their face as when that was unfolding on screen. And I think I've ranted about long enough about how much I really enjoyed this film, even though it does have some issues. The story is a bit sloppy. There are a lot of things that are thrown in that, in spite of being funny, were really kind of distracting, kind of pull you out of the movie. But some things that I just think were, although funny, unnecessary and a little too distracting. But otherwise, I could not have enjoyed it anymore. And I think I'm going to go see it again. I mean, how much more of an endorsement can you get? I'm going to go see that again. This is Rants and Reels. Thanks for driving with me. Catch my full review down in the video description from Watch Play Read. Thanks for Watch Play Read for sponsoring this here thing. And I'll see you guys next time.